As an actor to actor, I'm giving you permission to feel. So be. Today we're gonna talk about this thing I like to say. You gotta be it. And this concept is about letting go, being free, being ugly. It's the idea is this. You'll have a script or something, and you start reading it, and you have ideas of what you want to do, but you kind of just meet that idea right at the baseline of what that idea may be, right? So, for example, let's say if a person is scared, you might get to the point where you're like, kind of like, oh my God, what's going on, right? And you kind of just teeter right at being a little bit scared, or just, getting to scared, instead of being super freaked out, like, the fuck is going on? Because the truth is, being here, oh my God, I was scared, is more pretty, right? It's more handsome, it's more controlled than to be, fuck is that? Fuck. It's much more uglier, right? My teeth are showing, my wrinkles, my wrinkles come out, my breathing comes out, my say words a little high pitch, and I might get uglier, and people are afraid. Actors, you guys are afraid to get ugly, and that goes in all directions. Whether it be joy, oh my God, I really want $1,000. Like, okay, that's you're just right. What the fuck? I want $1,000. Holy fuck. Like, you get uglier. The way you go to 100, you get really ugly. Or, and I say ugly. And when I say ugly, let me rephrase that. When I say ugly, I mean uncontrolled. Right? I mean, you no longer have control of the excitement, of the fear, right? Of the anger, right? When I say uglier, I mean what you're so used to seeing, especially on your playbacks, when you look at your auditions or just looking yourself on screen. You're so used to, okay, then I did this one night thing here, then I did the words like this, and then I did this. Like, that's all controlled. That's like, and the reason why I say that's not to be, because when you're having emotions, especially if they're true, right? Like the ocean, I forget the concept of the ocean, but the ocean is like the emotion. The boat's like you just riding the wave of the emotions. You don't control the ocean, right? You don't get on a boat and go, okay, water, go, this much speed and then push me this way a little bit, and then you're just chilling. No, like, the water's gonna slosh and go up here and maybe get on your boat a little bit, and maybe you might fucking get some in your hair and I'm a little wet here, or maybe you might actually fall off the fucking boat and have to climb back in that motherfucker, right? Like, that's what I mean by, like, you gotta let it go. You gotta be ugly. That's what it means to be. If you're performing on something, on a project, or short film, whatever, TV, and you're just gonna meet me at the very baseline of, like, if this is joy, and you're meeting me right here, the bottom of joy. You're not trying to get in here, or you barely get here, but you're just always trying to meet here, or anger, or sadness, or despair, etc., etc. If you're just meeting at the baseline, then guess what? I don't need you as an actor. No one needs us as an actor then, because baseline is all over the world. Everyone operates as baseline, more or less, in the sense of, like, we can contain ourselves. We're taught to contain ourselves, for various reasons, right? Whether you're in school, you're having too much fun. Hey, calm down. Oh, my bad. You're having too much fun, right? You're at work and you find out some good news, and you're still at work, like, oh shit, I can't wait to get to that later. And you gotta go back to work, we're actors. We're given permission to feel. There's a good book called by Mark Brackett called Permission to Feel. Very good book. Talks about that, about having permission to feel. But as actors, we're given the permission to feel, and you'll hear this a lot in your careers if you guys are actors or just people just hanging on. Go hard as you can. Go high. Hit the max of that feeling, and let the director pull you down a bit. Hey, I like what you did. Just tone it down a bit. A little too much. You're at 150. Just bring it down to 98. Thank you. Cool. Got you, because you know how far it goes. But if you're only getting to like 40, and we need you to bump it up, and you don't like, how do I do that? Because you don't want to be ugly. You're too self-conscious of like your face not being as perfectly as pristine, and if I do this, my teeth are gonna show, and I have this weird thing here, and when I laugh too much, my eyes kind of crinkle, and this one is kind of, and I look like a weirdo. Be a fucking weirdo. Because if your eyes crink up and if you go like this, if that's how you laugh, guess what? You're the only motherfucker on the planet Earth that has that. We want that, because everyone else is laughing like this. Ha 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 ha. Everyone's doing that. You gotta be. You really gotta be. I tell this to a lot of actors when I work with them. They'll do these auditions in front of me, or if I'm working on a scene, they'll do their thing, and I look at them and I was like, yo, why you holding back? Oh, I'm not holding back. You're holding back. I feel like you can let loose. I think I was like, let loose. Let me feel it. Let me feel your anger. Throw it at me. I mean, I'm not saying you have to scream, but get ugly. I'll take it. I'm here with you. Lean on me. I'm going to give it back. You know what I mean? As an actor to actor, I'm giving you permission to feel. So be.